said.
She said they were too depressing.
Thanks, though. Look at how extra long and cozy Willa is. She's the coziest dog in the world.
Do we have treats up here?
Yeah, she'd like them. Yeah, babe, they're on the dashboard. Here, use up those biscuits first, though.
I think they're gone.
No, there's like a few left.
Oh, did we just get Jett's touch? Yeah, babe, they're gone.
All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain.
Jett. Alright, back.
No, let her just hang out.
Information or to volunteer, please
Well, we gotta
visit
put
the
Jett on
Revolve
video
Zone.
too.
Well, that's not a star like Willa is.
Chapter 1. The governor, a widower in his early 50s,
Can I borrow the hand
turned off the
sanitizer again?
ignition, noting with satisfaction the absence of street signs limiting parking time. Governor Lampley, serving out the unexpired term of his predecessor and not entirely hopeless of nomination and election in his own right, pictured the stupid or fanatical cop who, under any circumstances, would write a ticket for the car with the license GOB-001. He and Marvin had made a big joke out of those zeros, Marvin showing his hostility under the kidding, the governor hiding his dislike for his secretary under his self-deprecation. Before getting out, he dusted the knees of his trousers and looked up and down the shabby street. The Oddfellows' Hall was built of concrete blocks. Almond Lampley was reasonably sure it hadn't been there 30 years before. The other buildings seemed to be as he remembered them, if anything so fragile as the reconstruction in his mind could be called a memory.
Willa's being a
He had
good dog.
forgotten the name of the place, its very location.
Thanks, Willa.
Only the
Thank you.
the one so close it rooted the town briefly from obscurity to
Alright, thanks, Willa.
fleetingly. So many miles from
Hi,
the capital.
hi, Rebecca.
So
Hi,
many miles
Camel,
to the
Dr.
destination
Z,
port
too.
in the cord.
What's up?
Why? It was
We're
here.
driving.
This was the place.
This is extra
A very
long.
long
Willa.
ago. Goodness. Couldn't remember the profanity of even his thoughts, lest he had been some straight-laced wilder.
Yeah, give a like for Willa.
Years and years. A generation.
Good old Willa. Good
Before
old
he met
Willa.
Maddie, before he switched from selling agricultural implements to boat knitting,
Thanks.
and the sign just outside.
Babe, just look at her.
Thanks, though. 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 Thanks, though.
So were there a bunch of grains at the bottom of your coffee?
Yeah, it was definitely cowboy style, babe. Definitely.
I'm sorry, babe.
No, it was cozy. It's still cozy. Thanks. Do. Thanks, 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 do. What is the dog's name? This is Willa. This is Willa.
We have another dog too. Oh, we got another like.
That means Willa gets a treat.
But that polite girl.
Well, you can get all the treats. Jets get some treats too. Would you like to buy this property? We had this Monopoly game, this handheld Monopoly game when we were growing up. It's pretty cool.
Did you ever have one of those like 20 questions or?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, Willa is very nice and cute. That's right. Give us a like for Willa. Sarai, can you give us a like for Willa? Look how good she is. Look how good she is. You are a cozy dog. You are. Yes, you are. You are a cozy dog. You are. You are a cozy dog.
Willa, why are you standing like that?
She's a cozy dog.
She just put her back leg like way up on your seats, like at your shoulder height.
Oh, really? Yeah, I see that. She's really showing for she's cozy. She's just being cozy. The next time, I will keep myself. My heart can rest till then. Whoa, whoa, I can't wait to see you again. Felt like I couldn't breathe. You asked what's wrong with me. My best friend Leslie says she's just being Miley. Next time we hang out, I will redeem myself. My heart can rest till then. Whoa, I can't wait to see you again. I can't wait to see you again. These dogs, they are cozy. Yes, they are so cozy. Yes, they are so good. These dogs are good. Yes, they are so good. Yes, they are so good. These dogs, they are so good. Whoa, whoa, yes, these dogs, they are so good. Alright, well, come on. Just be a good dog. Alright, babe, we're officially low on fuel.
So, are we gonna stop for gas?
Yeah, Willa's gonna see another dog in the car and she's gonna go like, oh. Willa's just ready to throw paws whenever.
Yeah.
She would have fought those horses.
She probably would have lost.
Yeah, she probably would have. But Willa's ready to throw paws anytime, any place. You name it, she's ready. She'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. Dog, says Kevin. Yeah, this is Willa. Woof, woof, woof. Willa is a good dog. Kevin, give us a like for Willa. Give Willa a like. Just give Willa a like, please. She'll get a treat if you give us a like. All we need is that like counter to go up and Willa gets a treat. Oh, babe, we got a like.
Oh, a treat for Willa.
Treat for Willa. There it is.
Look at her. Look at her.
Oh, we got another like. Babe, we got another like. Another
treat for Willa.
Another treat for Willa.
And Jett.
Jett can get a treat in the
Okay,
back.
back, Willa. Back so we can see Jett. Alright, come here, Jett. Come on. Just look at him.
Just look at them. Have a wonderful day. Thanks, Kevin.
Okay. Willa, this one's also not for you. It's for Jett. It's for Jett.
Get them. They're
Well, we haven't gotten any more likes.
so no more treats. Sorry. All the treats are run out until we get more likes.
Just look at how cozy she is.
She says, "Thanks so." Whoa, we're down to 4 likes. Now we got negative. We got a like deficit right now. Look at extra long cozy Willa. She's so cozy. She's so cozy. Alright, we're back up to neutral likes. So now once we get 6 likes, then we're looking at another treat.
And Jett, both dogs get another treat.
Hey, Sarai Regalado is back. Please vote in the poll if you haven't. Yes, we need more votes for yes. Excellent. Excellent. Yes, these dogs, they are so good. Yes, these dogs, they are good. Yes, they are good. Yes, these dogs are good. Yes, these dogs are, they are good. Yes, these dogs are good. They are good. Double that side pressing back over, babe. Yes, so good. They are good. Yes, the dogs are good. The dogs are good. Yes, they are so good. Yes, they are so good. They are good. Yes, the dogs are good. The dogs are good. Yes, they're good. Yes, the dogs are good. Yes, they're good. Yes, they are so good. They are good. Yes, the dogs are good. They are good. They are good. Yes, they are so good. They are good. Yes, they are so good. They are good. Yes, they are so good. They are good. They are good. Yes, they are so good. They are good. Yes, they are so good. They are good. Yes, the dogs are good. They are good. They are good. Yes, they are so good. They are good. Yes, they are so good. They are good. Yes, they are so good. They are good. They are good. Yes, they are so good.
Willa just really wants another treat. We should make her get back a little bit though for treats.
Get back a little bit.
Just because like I don't say like we're like eating or something up here.
She's so good. She says.
I want her to like get food in the back seat, so then she's like more inclined to like go back there if she smells something that she wants. Know what I mean?
Thanks, so.
Next time.
Thanks, so. They are good. Yes, they are so good. They are good. Yes, they are so good. They are
Look at
good.
Willa. She just been so good.
Yes, she is so good. Yes, she is good. Alright, I see a gas station up ahead.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I am steering.
What's our estimated ETA of arrival?
Dragon Ball? Probably 10:30.
Casey's.
Yes, they're good. Yes, they're so good. Yes, they're good. Yes, they're so good. Here's Willa. Look at her.
Look at this TV girl.
Yes, they're good. Yes, they're so good. Yes, they're good. Yes, they're so good. They are good.
We're gonna make it to the gas station, right?
Definitely. Yes, they're so good. They are good. Yes, they are so good. Yes, they are good. They are good. Yes, they are so good.
Trying to sip.
What is this?
Coffee.
Oh, I thought you wanted to sleep.
I mean, I'll still probably be able to sleep.
Yes, these dogs, they are so good. They are so good. Yes, they are good. Hey, give us a like and we can give Willa a treat. Like up here. We'll get the treat.
This girl. Willa. That one right there. So, how much of the series of unfortunate events books have you read?
Like the first 3.
That's it.
Yeah, I know there's like 15. Billy was really into it.
There's 13.
It's 13 because that's Taylor Swift's number.
Because it's an unfortunate event.
And it's Taylor Swift's number.
It is Taylor Swift's number.
Yes, these dogs, they are so good. They are so good. Yes, they are good. And they are good. Yes, these dogs, they are so good. Yes, these dogs, they are so good. They are good. Yes, they are so good.
He was alone, the woman, the idiot. He wanted to get up and go too. Something held him. A long time, said the woman gently. He knew what she meant. He refused to accept understanding.
Edward Ruppel. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Roger Moline. The Report on Unidentified Flying Objects by Edward Ruppel. Forward. This is a book about unidentified flying objects, UFOs, flying saucers. It is actually more than a book. It is a report, because it is the first time that anyone, either military or civilian, has brought together in one document all the facts about this fascinating subject. With the exception of the style, this report is written exactly the way I would have written it had I been officially asked to do so while I was chief of the Air Force's project for investigating UFO reports, Project Blue Book. In many instances, I have left out the names of the people who were reported seeing UFOs or the names of certain people who were associated with the project, just as I would have done in an official report. For the same reason, I have changed the locale in which some of the UFO sightings occurred. This is especially true in Chapter 15, the story of how some of our
if you only wanted a gallon of gas, it'd be a great price.
UFOs were reported near their UFO detection stations.
What? The gas?
Like, if you wanted the gas for, like,
Not identifying
a different
the
purpose,
source, to borrow a term from military intelligence,
you
it is
know?
insisted on
Like, instead
by
of just putting it in your
so
car,
that the people who have cooperated with them will not
like, just think about how much you could do with just a
listen.
gallon of gas.
Names are considered to be classified information. But
You
the
know, like,
greatest
you could light
care
stuff
has
on
been
fire
taken to make sure that the omission of names,
That's the biggest thing.
changes in locale, has in no way altered the basic facts, because this report is based on the facts, all of the facts. Nothing of significance has been left out. It was only after considerable deliberation that I put this report together, because it had to be told accurately, with no holds barred. I finally decided to do it for two reasons. First, there is a worldwide interest in flying saucers.
Okay.
People want to know the facts. But more often than not, these facts have been obscured by secrecy and confusion, a situation that has led to wild speculation on one end of the scale and an almost dangerously blasé attitude on the other.
All right.
It is only when all of the facts are laid out that a correct evaluation can be made. Second, after spending 2 years investigating and analyzing UFO reports, after talking to the people who have seen UFOs, industrialists, pilots, engineers, generals, and just the plain man on the street, and after discussing the subject with many very capable scientists, I felt that I was in a position to be able to put together the complete account of the Air Force's struggle with the flying saucer. The report has been difficult to write because it involves something that doesn't officially exist. It is well known that ever since the first flying saucer was reported in June of 1947, the Air Force has officially said that there is no proof that such a thing as an interplanetary spaceship exists. What is not well known is that this conclusion is far from being unanimous among the military and their scientific advisors because of the one word, proof. So the UFO investigations continue. The hassle over the word proof boils down to one question. What constitutes proof? Does a UFO have to land at the river entrance to the Pentagon near the Joint Chiefs of Staff offices? Or is it proof when a ground radar station detects a UFO, sends a jet to intercept it, the jet pilot sees it and locks on with his radar, only to have the UFO streak away at a phenomenal speed? Is it proof when a jet pilot fires at a UFO and sticks to his story, even under the threat of court-martial? Does this constitute proof? The at times hotly debated answer to this question may be the answer to the question, do the UFOs really exist? I'll give you the facts, all of the facts. You decide. July 1955. E.J. Ruffle. End of foreword. Reporting by
Shit.
Roger
Look
Moline.
at you.
Chapter 1 of the report on unidentified flying objects.
We just need
This
one more
LibriVox
lake and then
recording
the
is in
ducks
public
get a treat.
domain. Recording by Roger Moline. The report on unidentified flying objects by Edward Ruffle. Chapter 1. Project Blue Book and the UFO Story. In the summer of 1952, a United States Air Force F-86 jet interceptor shot at a flying saucer. This fact, like so many others that make up the full flying saucer story, has never before been told.
Are you waiting for Dad to
I
come
know
back?
the full story about flying saucers, and I know that it has never before been told because I organized and was chief of the Air
Who's
Force's
that?
Project Blue Book,
Is
the
that
special
Dad?
project set up to investigate and analyze unidentified flying object, or
Is he
UFO
walking?
reports. UFO
Willa,
is the
who's
official
that?
term that I created to replace the words flying saucers. There is a fighter base in the United States which I used to visit frequently because during 1951, 1952,
Willa's been
and
not so patiently waiting for you to
1953,
come back.
it got more than its share of good UFO reports. The commanding officer of the fighter group, a full colonel and command pilot, believed that UFOs were real. The colonel believed in UFOs because he had a lot of faith in his pilots, and they had chased UFOs in their F-86s. He had seen
Well, you're in my damn
UFOs
seat.
on the scope
Come on.
of his radar sets, and he knew radar.
Babe, she was like
The colonel's
really
intelligence
waiting on you to
officer,
come
a
back.
captain,
She's
didn't
closing
exactly
doors.
believe that UFOs were real, but he did think that they warranted
Also, I
careful
still haven't gotten
investigation.
any more likes.
The
No
logic
more.
the intelligence officer used in investigating UFO reports and in getting answers to many of them made me wish many times that he worked for me on Project Blue Book. One day, the intelligence officer called me at my base in Dayton, Ohio. He wanted to know if I was planning to make a trip his way soon. When I told him I expected to be in this area in about a week, he asked me to be sure to look him up. There was
So we're
no
listening to
question
conspiracy theories about
but he had
UFOs.
something very interesting.
This is the report, babe.
When we got wind of a good
This is
story,
all the facts.
Project Blue Book
cozy
liked to
would it be
start
to have a
working on it
greenhouse?
once. So I asked the
Extra
intelligence officer to tell me what he had, but nothing doing. He didn't want to discuss it over
Alright,
the phone.
I'm gonna have to roll the window up,
He
folks.
vetoed the idea of putting it into a secret wire.
Babe, you're
Such extreme caution really stopped me, because anything can be coded and put in a wire. When I left the Dayton about a week later, I decided to go straight to the fighter base, planning to arrive there in mid-morning. But while I was changing airlines, my reservations got fouled up, and I was faced with waiting until evening to get to the base. I called the intelligence officer and told him about the mix-up. He told me to hang on right there, and he would fly over and pick me up in the T-33 jet. As soon as we were in the air on the return trip, I called the intelligence officer on the interphone and asked him what was going on. What did he have? Why all the mystery? He tried to tell me, but the interphone wasn't working too well, and I couldn't understand what he was saying. Finally, he told me to wait until we returned to his office, and I could read the report myself. Report? If he had a UFO report, why hadn't he sent it into Project Blue Book as he usually did? We landed at the fighter base, checked in our parachutes, Bay Wests, and helmets, and drove over to his office. There were several other people in the office, and they greeted me with the usual question, "What's new on the flying saucer front?" I talked with them for a while, but was getting impatient to find out what was in the intelligence officer's mind. I was just about to ask him about the mysterious report when he took me to one side and quietly asked me not to mention it until everybody had gone. Once we were alone, the intelligence officer shut the door, went over to his safe, and dug out a big, thick report. It was the standard Air Force reporting form that is used for all intelligence reports, including UFO reports.
I love the dog color.
The intelligence officer told me that this was the only existing copy. He said that he had been told to destroy all copies, but had saved one for me to read. With great curiosity, I took the report and started to read. What had happened at this fighter base? About 10 o'clock in the morning, one day a few weeks before, a radar near the base had picked up an unidentified target. It was an odd target, and it came in very fast, about 700 miles per hour, and then slowed down to about 100 miles per hour. The radar showed that it was located northeast of the airfield, over a sparsely settled area. Unfortunately, the radar station didn't have any height finding equipment. The operators knew the direction of the target and its distance from the station, but they didn't know its altitude. They reported the target, and two F-86s were scrambled. The radar picked up the F-86s soon after they were airborne, and then began to direct them into the target when the target started to fade on the radar screen. At the time, several of the operators thought that this fade was caused by the target's losing altitude rapidly and getting below the radar speed. Some of the other operators thought that it was a high-flying target and that it was fading just because it was so high. In the debate which followed, the proponents of the high-flying theory won out, and the F-86s were told to go up to 40,000 feet. But before the aircraft could get to that altitude, the target had been completely lost on the radar screen. The F-86s continued to search the area at 40,000 feet, but could see nothing. After a few minutes, the aircraft ground controller called the F-86s.
Ground
and told
control
one
to
down
Major
20,000
Tom.
feet, the other to 5,000 feet, and continued
This
to
is
search.
ground control
The
to
two jets
Major Tom.
with one pilot
It's ground
sitting at
control
20,000
to
feet,
Major
the other
Tom.
heading for the deck.
Ground control
The
to
second
Major
pilot, who was going up to
Tom.
5,000 feet, was just beginning to pull
Ground
out
control
when he noticed a
to
flash
Major
on the
Tom.
He flattened out his eyes.
This is ground control to Major Tom. It's ground control to Major Tom.
What he first thought was a weather balloon.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Because it was staying ahead of
This
him.
is ground control to Major Tom.
Since he had built up a
It's
lot of
ground
speed, and now
control
was flying almost straight
to
at
Major Tom.
Again, the pilot pushed the nose.
This
of the
is
F-86
ground
down
control
and
to
started
Major
backing up.
Tom.
It
It's
closed
ground
very fast until it came within an
control
estimated 1,000 yards.
to Major Tom.
Looked like a balloon from above.
This is ground control to Major Tom.
Flat, saucer.
It's ground control
Like a dome
to
that-
Major Tom.
The pilot knew that the object
This
was
is
hitting
ground
the sea.
control to Major Tom.
Started to
It's
fall.
ground
Now, right
control.
on the deck. About this time,
And it's
the pilot
ground
began to
control
fly.
to Major Tom.
His buddy, who was flying above
This
him,
is
somewhere
ground
within
control to
20,000
Major Tom.
He called two or
It's
three
ground
times.
control.
Next, he tried
And
to call
it
back.
is to Major Tom.
Once more, he tried his buddy.
This is
20,000
ground control to Major Tom. It's ground control
About 2 minutes.
to Major Tom. This is ground control to Major Tom. It's ground control to Major Tom.
When the object traveled out,
This is ground control to Major Tom. It's ground control to Major Tom.
A moment later, the object pulled up into a climb, and in a few seconds, it was gone. The pilot climbed 10,000 feet, called the
Hey, what do
other
you think it was?
F-86, and now was able to contact his buddy. They joined up.
Yeah, but what about the aliens?
Oh,
As soon
sorry,
as he
babe, I
had
haven't been
landed
paying
at the park,
attention.
the F-86 pilot went into operations to tell his story to his squadron commander. The mere fact that he had fired his guns was enough to require a detailed report as a matter of routine. But the circumstances under which the guns actually were fired created a major disturbance at the fighter base that day. After the squadron commander heard his pilot's story, he called the group commander, the colonel, and the intelligence officer. They heard the pilot's story. For some obscure reason, there was a personality clash, the intelligence officer's term, between the pilot and the squadron commander. This was obvious, according to the report I was reading, because the squadron commander immediately began to tear the story apart and accused the pilot of cracking up, or of just shooting his guns for the hell of it and using the wild story as a cover-up. Other pilots in the squadron, friends of the accused pilot, including the intelligence officer and a flight surgeon, were called in to testify. All of these men were aware of the fact that in certain instances, the pilot can flip for no good reason, but none of them said that he had noticed any symptoms of mental crack-up in the unhappy pilot. None except the squadron commander. He kept pounding home his idea that the pilot was psycho and used a few examples of what the report called minor incidents to justify his stand. Finally, the pilot who had been flying with the accused man was called in. He said that he had been monitoring the tactical radio channel, but that he hadn't heard any calls from his buddy's low-flying F-86. The squadron commander triumphantly jumped on this point, but the accused pilot tended to refute it by admitting he was so jumpy that he might not have been on the right channel. But when he was asked if he had checked or changed channels after he had lost the object and before he had finally contacted the other F-86, he couldn't remember. So ended the pilot's story and his interrogation. The intelligence officer wrote up his report of a UFO sighting, but at the last minute, just before sending it, he was told to hold it back.
He was told to hold it back?
Happy about this turn of events, so he went in to see why the group commander had decided to delay sending the report to Project Blue Book. They talked over the possible reactions to the report. If it went would cause a lot of excitement, maybe unnecessarily. Yet, if the pilot actually had seen what he claimed, it was vitally important to get the report into ATIC immediately. The group commander said that he would make his decision after a talk with his executive officer. They decided not to send the report and ordered it destroyed.
They ordered the report destroyed.
The intelligence officer's first comment was, "What do you think?" Since the evaluation of the report seemed to hinge upon conflicts between personalities I didn't know, I could venture no opinion, except that the incident made up the most fascinating UFO report I'd ever seen. So I batted the intelligence officer's question back to him. "I know the people involved," he replied, "and I don't think the pilot was nuts. I can't give you the report because Colonel X told me to destroy it, but I did think you should know about it." Later, he burned the report.
Maybe he burned the
The
report.
problems involved in the report are typical. There are certain definite facts that can be gleaned from it. The pilot did see something, and he did shoot at something. But no matter how thoroughly you investigate the incident, that something can never be positively identified. It might have been a hallucination, or it might have been some vehicle from outer space. No one will ever know. It was a UFO. The UFO story started soon after June 24, 1947, when newspapers all over the United States carried the first flying saucer report. The story told how 9 very bright, disc-shaped objects were seen by Kenneth Arnold, a Boise, Idaho businessman, while he was flying his private plane near Mount Rainier in the state of Washington. With journalistic license, reporters converted Arnold's description of the individual motion of each of the objects, like a saucer skimming across water, into flying saucer, the name for the objects themselves. In the 8 years that have passed since Arnold's memorable sighting, the term has become so common that it is now in Webster's dictionary and is known today in most languages of the world. For a while after the Arnold sighting, the term flying saucer was used to describe all disc-shaped objects that were seen flashing through the sky at fantastic speeds. Before long, reports were made of objects other than discs, and these were also called flying saucers. Today, the words are popularly applied to anything seen in the sky that cannot be identified as a common everyday object. Thus, a flying saucer can be a formation of lights, a single light, a sphere, or any other shape. And it can be any color. Performance-wise, flying saucers can hover, go fast or slow, go high or low, turn 90-degree corners, or disappear almost instantaneously. Obviously, the term flying saucer is misleading when applied to objects of every conceivable shape. For this reason, the military prefers the more general, if less colorful name, unidentified flying objects. UFO, pronounced UFO for short.
What?
Officially, the military uses the term flying saucer on only 2 occasions.
Never heard that.
First, in an explanatory sense, as when briefing people who are unacquainted with the term UFO. UFO, you know, flying saucers. And second, in a derogatory sense, for purposes of ridicule, as when it is observed, he says he saw a flying saucer. This second form of usage is the exclusive property of those persons who positively know that all UFOs are nonsense. Fortunately, for the sake of good manners, if for no other reason, the ranks of this knowing category are constantly dwindling. One by one, these people drop out, starting with the instant they see their first UFO. Some weeks after the first UFO was seen on June 24, 1947, the Air Force established a project to investigate and analyze all UFO reports. The attitude toward this task varied from a state of near early in the life of the project to that of complete contempt for anyone who even mentioned the words flying saucer. This contemptuous attitude toward flying saucer nuts prevailed from mid-1949 to mid-1950. During that interval, many of the people who were, or had been, associated with the project believed that the public was suffering from war nerves. Early in 1950, the project, for all practical purposes, was closed out. At least it rated only minimum effort. Those in power now reasoned that if you didn't mention the words flying saucers, the people would forget them and the saucers would go away. But this reasoning was false, for instead of vanishing, the UFO reports got better and better. Airline pilots, military pilots, generals, scientists, and dozens of other people were reporting UFOs, and in greater detail than in reports of the past. Radars, which were being built for air defense, began to pick up some very unusual targets, thus lending technical corroboration to the unsubstantiated claims of human observers. As a result of the continuing accumulation of more impressive UFO reports, official interest stirred. Early in 1951, verbal orders came down from Major General Charles P. Cabell, then Director of Intelligence for Headquarters, U.S. Air Force, to make a study reviewing the UFO situation for Air Force headquarters. I had been back in the Air Force about 6 months when this happened. During the Second World War, I had been a B-29 bombardier and radar operator. I went to India, China, and later to the Pacific with the original B-29 wing. I flew 2 DCFs and some air medals worth of missions, got out of the Air Force after the war, and went back to college. To keep my reserve status while I was in school, I flew as a navigator in an Air Force Reserve troop carrier wing. Not long after I received my degree in aeronautical engineering, the Korean War started, and I went back on active duty.
Well, it's not a war, it was a
I was
military
assigned
action.
to the Air Technical Intelligence
Or a
Center
police
at
action, right?
Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. ATIC is responsible for keeping track of all foreign aircraft and guided missiles. ATIC also had the UFO project. I had just finished organizing a new intelligence group when General Cabell's order to review past UFO reports came down. Lieutenant Colonel Rosengart, who received the order at ATIC, called me in and wanted to know if I'd take the job of making the review. I accepted. When the review was finished, I went to the Pentagon and presented my findings to Major General Samford, who had replaced General Cabell as Director of Intelligence. ATIC soon got the word to set up a completely new project for the investigation and analysis of UFO reports. Since I had made the review of past UFO reports, I was the expert, and I got the new job. It was given the code name Project Blue Book, and I was in charge of it until late in 1953. During this time, members of my staff and I traveled close to 500,000 miles. We investigated dozens of UFO reports and read and analyzed several thousand more. These included every report ever received by the Air Force. For the size of the task involved, Project Blue Book was always understaffed, even though I did have 10 people on my regular staff, plus many paid consultants representing every field of science. All of us on Project Blue Book had top secret security clearances, so that security was no block in our investigations. Behind this organization was a reporting network made up of every Air Force base intelligence officer and every Air Force radar station in the world, and the Air Defense Command's Ground Observer Corps. This reporting net sent Project Blue Book reports on every conceivable type of UFO by every conceivable type of person. What did these people actually see when they reported that they had observed a UFO?
Major
Putting aside truly unidentifiable flying object for the present, this question has several answers. In many instances, it has been positively proved that people have reported balloons, airplanes, stars, and many other common objects as UFOs. The people who make such reports don't recognize these common objects because something in their surroundings temporarily assumes an unfamiliar appearance. Unusual lighting conditions are a common cause of a ball of fire just at sunset, or an airplane that is not visible to the naked eye suddenly starts to reflect the sun's rays and appears to be a silver ball. Pilots in F-94 jet interceptors chase Venus in the daytime and fight with balloons at night, and people in Los Angeles see weird lights. On October 8, 1954, many Los Angeles newspapers and newscasters carried an item about a group of flying saucers, bright flying in a V formation. The lights had been seen from many locations over Southern California. Pilots saw them while bringing their airplanes into Los Angeles International Airport. Air Force pilots flying out of Long Beach saw them. 2 CBS reporters in Hollywood gave an eyewitness account. And countless people called police and civil defense officials. All of them excitedly reported lights they could not identify. The next day, the Air Force identified the UFOs. They were Air Force airplanes, KC-97 aerial tankers, refueling B-47 jet bombers in flight. The reason for the weird effect that startled so many Southern Californians was that when the refueling is taking place, a floodlight on the bottom of the tanker airplane lights up the bomber that is being refueled. The airplanes were flying high and slowly, so no sound was heard. Only the bright floodlights could be seen. Since most people, even other pilots, have never seen a night aerial refueling operation and could not identify the odd lights they saw, the lights became UFOs.
Baby.
In other instances, common everyday objects look like UFOs because of some odd quirk in the human mind. A star or planet that has been in the sky.
I'm gonna get off this a second.